The surge is on for Donald Trump. It's being reflected in the polls. Those same polling companies that have so often underestimated his popularity and have for so long showed him trailing badly in this election campaign, they are detecting movement. They are all detecting movement to Donald Trump. And in the crucial battleground states, that movement is very strong and the polling is very, very tight. In some crucial states, many polls have Donald Trump in front at the moment. He does have a path to victory. It's a narrow path because he won so narrowly last time. Donald Trump, as we all know, lost the popular vote in 2016, but he won enough electoral college votes to win the White House. So there is a path for him now. This surge is also being reflected in the popularity, in the enthusiasm. Donald Trump is barnstorming the country and his supporters are turning out in their tens of thousands. We'll have a look at that in the program again tonight. And of course, that dominates the media agenda. So his surge is reflected in media coverage because he's the only one driving the agenda. I'll show you in a moment how Joe Biden isn't really campaigning at all. And finally, the surge is reflected in the messages coming from both camps. The Republicans, more optimistic now. The Democrats, understandably, quite nervous. Now, to give you a sense of all this, let's look at how today unfolded. This is just one day in the campaign, 3 days out from polling day, and we'll start off with Donald Trump. What did he do? Well, he started in Washington, D.C., in this city this morning. He flew out at 8 o'clock in the morning. He flew north for his first rally of the day in the crucial state of Michigan.
I love you too. If I didn't, I wouldn't be standing here because it's freezing out here. Think of this, 2 days, now we're down to 2 days, right? 2 days from now, we are going to win the state of Michigan again.
There he was, a lot of enthusiasm. It was actually snowing on Donald Trump and the crowd, but that did not dampen their enthusiasm. So he started off in Michigan. Donald Trump then flew west to another rally in another cold and blustery place, Iowa.
And I see my daughter. Hello, Ivanka. Would you like to hear from Ivanka? Come on.
Hello, Iowa. This is some serious energy.
Donald Trump just loving it. He brought up his daughter. He brought up some former staffers. They all had fun on stage. These rallies are pure theatre. They are funny, they are engaging, and the crowds love them. It got better for Donald Trump, though, because he flew south to North Carolina where the weather was better. Have a look.
With your vote, we will continue to cut your taxes, cut regulations, support our great police, protect our Second Amendment, defend religious liberty, and ensure more products are stamped with that beautiful phrase, made in the USA.
And he was still not done, Donald Trump. He went from North Carolina, which is a crucial battleground state he needs to hold. He went to Georgia, which is not really one that the Republicans would normally worry about, but the Democrats are putting in a big effort there. So he spoke at a rally in Georgia.
Next year will be the greatest economic year in the history of our country, and it's heading that way. Under my leadership, our economy is now growing at the fastest rate ever recorded, 33.1%.
And he kept going south, did the president. He ended up in Florida just minutes ago, finished up a rally there. Have a look.
Is there any place you would rather be than at a Trump rally?
This is extraordinary. He finished up after midnight. The man started leaving Washington at 8 o'clock. He's had a 17 or 18-hour day. He's gone to 5 states, 5 rallies, absolutely barnstorming the country, and all of these events absolutely full of enthusiasm. That's a Donald Trump campaigning day. Compare it to Joe Biden. Joe Biden went to a battleground state again. Again, it was Pennsylvania. Why Pennsylvania? Well, it is important, but it also means he just goes 50 kilometres up the road from his home base, out of his basement for 50 kilometres to Philadelphia. And here's his rally in front of his COVID-safe crowd. He talks to basically a bunch of cars parked around a field like a country football match. Have a look.
When America's heard, I believe the message is going to be loud and clear. It's time for Donald Trump to pack his bags and go home.
Yes, and Joe Biden really wants to win Pennsylvania. A lot of focus on that now because I think they've given up on Florida. And have a look at the way he tries to endear himself to the people of Pennsylvania here and pay particular attention to his reference to his jacket.
I was very happy to have the moniker of being known as Pennsylvania's third senator. I know Philadelphia well. I married a Philly girl, by the way. And by the way, I got my Eagles jacket on.
Oh, he's done it again, Joe Biden. That is not a Philadelphia Eagles jacket. It was a Delaware Blue Hens jacket. So he got all that wrong, trying to endear himself to the crowd. No wonder he doesn't campaign much. He mucks it up when he gets out there. It is actually fascinating to watch this. Donald Trump is campaigning relentlessly. He wants to speak to as many people as often as he can. Joe Biden's whole tactic is to avoid the campaign, stay away from it. He uses COVID as his excuse, but he really wants to be out of the limelight. He wants all the focus on Donald Trump, and his whole campaign message is to hate on Donald Trump. Let's get rid of him. He's horrible. Vote him out. He doesn't want to distract the whole message with doing anything himself. Now, his own policies are essentially to lock down the country to try to deal with COVID. They're also to increase taxes, and he's got a big Green New Deal, a massive new green energy and climate plan like Labor ran in Australia's last federal election campaign. So little wonder he doesn't want to campaign on those issues. But I tell you what, if he loses, there will be hell to pay about a major party running a campaign like this, a candidate they want to hide and issues they don't want to engage in. It is fascinating to watch, and it's a real test for American democracy.